Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's session, which is on question and answer session today on the 14 tips that I gave from the 1st of June to the 14th of June. Yeah, so today's session is all about question and answers only. Yeah, so be prepared with the questions and key in the questions in your chat box so that I can answer those questions. I don't have any other questions on my own. I didn't prepare for questions. I want you to ask me the questions so that then I can actually answer them accordingly. Yeah. So what you could possibly do as you log in, if you have questions, just type it into the chat box. So I'll start answering the questions. The questions must be related to the 14 tips I gave the last 14 days. Yeah, that is most relevant because I teach so many things. I do advanced Ho'oponopono program. I do law of attraction. I do in Ho'oponopono. I teach different tools and all. In law of attraction, I teach different tools. And so, if you are a participant of my programs, and then you need to ask separately those questions. So these questions today that I would like to address will be related to the 14 tips that I gave. Yeah, very, very important. Just to recap on the 14 tips that I gave and the 14 days. And now this tips I started on when MCO started, and I started doing the tips, and it was from 1st June until the 14th June. 1st of June, I talked about doubling the money exercise and how to double your money. I did that on the first. Then the next day, it was the 17 seconds focus on anything you want to manifest. Then I talked about how you need to write down what are the things you don't want and convert it into what do you want, which is the contrast clarity worksheet. Then I talked about getting rid of your negative thoughts throughout the day, how you have to touch your heart and say, I love you, I'm sorry, please, me, thank you to God, so that you can actually cleanse your negative energy throughout the day. Then I talked about social media. Posting on social media gives a lot of evil eyes, a lot of negativity in your life. Talked about how to allow for success to take place, how to celebrate every day, look at small things that comes into your life that makes you happy, and how to celebrate that. Day 7 was Pantang Lima Ringgit. I think a lot of you like Pantang Lima Ringgit because I get a lot of feedback from people saying that they started to save money and all. 8 was rejoice with other people's success. So when you see someone driving a bigger car, live in a bigger house, having a better life, rejoice, be happy, be happy with their success, so that you too could also enjoy success. So be happy with what you have rather than being resentful, because when you resent, you won't get also. Number 9 was accomplishment list. Told you to write down a list of accomplishment that you have so that you know how successful you are. Number 10 was daily forgiveness, to cancel the negative energy you pick up throughout the day. Throughout the day, we do all kind of things and we pick up negative energy. How to cancel the negative energy with a prayer. And I think I posted the prayer that you need to do before you go to sleep. Day 11, I spoke about let go, let God, and rise up. Let go meaning as you start doing it, there are people who move away from you. There are things that move away from you. The activities, you might lose your job, whatever. When you start doing law of attraction, Ho'oponopono, that is let go and let God, because then you'll be guided by the universe or God in order for you to achieve success, so that you can move up. Because you cannot be in the same place and expect to have a lot of money. You cannot be in the same place and expect to, to rise up in life or change your car, change your house. So sometimes when you write in your goals, or when you write, put in your vision about certain things, a lot of changes will take place. So let go, let God, and rise up. Number 12, day 12 was segment intending. I said throughout the day, segment your life, segment your days, and focus on that particular event for the day. That means not each event, like say you say breakfast, just enjoy your breakfast. Going for a walk, enjoy your walk. Going for a drive, just give an intention that you have a safe drive and enjoy the drive. Spending time with the children, say I will spend good time with my children and enjoy the session. So you are focused on each segment of your life, rather than during the segment you're thinking about what happened and what is going to happen in the future. It's called power of now. Yeah. Day 13 was look for signs from the universe. I talked about rainbows, feather, pigeon, butterflies. Look for songs, or look for things that will be a sign from angels. Same numbers. 111 or 2255 or whatever double duplicate numbers, or your own car number appearing again and again on a different everywhere you go when you're thinking of something. All these are signs, and of course dreams. I talk about dreams and how the dreams that you actually will be meaningful are the dreams you can remember once you get up. So throughout the night you've got so many dreams, but when you get up you can't remember, then it's not a significant dream. But if you have a dream at night and you get up and you remember seeing this or being this or doing this, that is very significant, and that would mean something. And of course, day 14, which is 14th of June, I talked about the thought, feeling, and action, and I told you how all these thoughts, feeling, and action need to be aligned. Okay, so I'm going to look at the questions that's coming up and answer these questions. Let's see whether I can actually see this questions here. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'll read from my phone. Okay, the questions, and I'll answer those questions as we go along. Okay, lots of hi. Hello, everybody. So a lot of hi. Okay, first question. I have a question. I sometimes see 11.22, 1133, or 115 most in such combination. Such combination actually mean yes to no to what was thought at this point in time. Such number, can it be yes all the time, or can it be a no answer? Okay, Rev Raj. Okay, first of all, you need to understand when you see such numbers, like if you keep saying 11.22 or 11.33 or 11.5, that's definitely a sign, because very rare you can get that kind of combination, especially if it's the same number, 1111 or 12222, But even this combination like 1122, 1133, it also means something. But when you ask this thing, right, is it a yes or no? Well, depends what were you thinking at that point in time. I would not be able to answer. Like, for example, if you're driving somewhere and you're thinking, should I go for an appointment? I think I shouldn't go. So again, what was most predominant in your mind? If you in your mind was, well, I shouldn't go, I don't feel right, I think this appointment is going to be bad, and then 1122 come, and that means it says don't go, because universe will not be able to give you a yes or no unless you are thinking of the right thing, Or if you're driving and you are thinking, I think I must go for this appointment. I know my wife said don't go, but I really should go. I think it's going to be a good one. I think I should go. Then 1122 appears. That means a yes for that question. So bear in mind now. So what I do is sometimes is that when I'm driving and I'm thinking or whatever, and suddenly the number pops up, and I was thinking, what was I thinking about? Then I will ask the question again. I'll ask, meaning to say, I will tell myself, I said, okay, I wasn't sure what I was thinking. Okay, God, listen, I want to know whether I should go for this appointment or not. Give me an answer, and I continue driving. Okay, I want to go for the, so should I go for this? I want a yes. Okay, I would like to go. Give me a yes, and then you see what's the number. Most of the time it's positive. Most of that. So when if you even like say, give me an answer, and normally if you see angels giving the number, normally it's in positive. So Rev, in the event you didn't think about it, and then didn't think about it, that means you didn't ask a yes or no, but you say, should I invest? Should I? And then you see numbers. Normally the answer is a yes. But it'd be even better if you were to repeat that question, but with please, you can ask the universe. You say, universe, show me if I should go for this. Show me an answer. If I shouldn't go for this, show me an answer. So then it'll be more accurate. That's what I would say. Okay, next question by Uma. For affirmation, since we have gave a date for it, should we stop only after we achieve the date, or should we write the date? Uma, by the way, this is actually not part of my 14-day tips, and this is actually based on my 29th, on the 28th of May, I did a talk about affirmation. But since you've asked, and there are not many questions, I'll answer this question. First of all, when you have affirmations, you must write it down 16 times a day, and you put a date to it. You have to have a date as you do it, and you must write 16 times a day. I've always told many of you, I've given you my phone number many times. I say WhatsApp to me so I can check the affirmation they can write. That's the first one. Second is must have date. Very important. Now, obviously, you continue writing until you achieve the goal. Now, assuming you don't achieve the goal, because sometimes you won't be able to, depending on whether you're also doing your what do you call it, divine intervention. Are you doing a gratitude journal? Are you cleansing karma? Because if you don't do all that, affirmations won't work. So if you don't achieve the goal by that date, then you rewrite the date and continue, because you will surely have progress. but it might not be exactly what you say. Hey, I'm so happy and I got 1 million at the end of this year. Suddenly you got 500,000, but 1 million. So you didn't achieve your goal, but at least you got 500,000, right? Then you rewrite the goal and then you continue. That's one of it. The other thing a lot of people ask me a question is, Mr. Kati, I've written for 21 days. Mr. Kati, I've said for 21 days. Let me be honest with you. Actually, you never stop writing. You never stop. You continue to do for the rest of it. I've been doing Open Forum for 12 years. And I keep doing it. I've been writing affirmation for 20 over years. And the reason why I say this, because, and you might be wondering, why is it whenever I give a talk, I always say, at least do for 21 days. The reason is because I want you to get into habit. It's like, if you go on a diet program, if I tell you, hey, you want to lose weight, right? Okay, you must not take rice for the rest of your life. You'll say, oh yeah, then I want to go on a diet. You cannot eat roti chana. Oh my God, I cannot, I won't. Then this is not a good program for me. But if I were to tell you, you stop your roti chana, chop your nasi lemak, chop your banana leaf rice for 21 days, and if you stop for 21 days, you lose weight. When you lose weight, you personally will feel, oh my God, this is so good. Everybody is saying, oh my God, you look so good. And you will be keen to continue. So when I say 21 days, you don't stop 21 days. You are cleansing your karma. You are re-looking at your goals. How can you do it in 21 days? How can you do it in 21 days? So 21 days is actually to create a habit. You go jogging for 21 days. After the 22nd, on the 22nd day, automatically you'll go jogging. You go to the gym for 21 days, automatically you'll go. So it's a habit. You wake up at 6 o'clock every morning for 21 days. On the 22nd day, you'll automatically get up. Many of you are working from home, you wake up late. Now, when you want to go back to work, you want to wake up early, very difficult because you're used to waking up late. So that's why I say 21 days. So please bear in mind, there's no such thing as write affirmation for 21 days. So please do the necessary. Yeah. Next question, Chintamani would like to know. I'm mentioning a name so that we know I'm addressing that person's question. I would like to know the doubling money application. Should we calculate the exact amount? Okay, listen. Understand the concept of the doubling money. Doubling money exercise is actually to create prosperity. Yesterday, somebody called me up and she said, Mr. Kati, I've got, about 1.86 million. And she said, I don't know what to write. I said, if you don't know what to write, you'll never be rich. I'm telling you today, if you don't know what to write, you'll never be rich. You know why? Because money would not come for people who don't know what to do with it. It's like, we always say, like, you give flowers to the monkey don't know what to do. I know, bagai kera diberi bunga. So you must remember, so the reason I gave you the exercise for you to spend the money. I mean, it's just play money, Why are you so scared to spend? Why are you not going into the Google and, find out? So I told her, I said, if you're 1.6 million girl, a young lady, fantastic soul. And then I told her, I said, girl, if you go 1.6 million, what is it that you want to get for your mom? And what is it a mom wants an Audi? Then I said, and she said, yeah, I've already Googled, Mr. Kati, this Audi is about 800,000. I'm going to buy for my mom. How do you feel? She said, I feel so happy. I said, you see, now you don't have the money to buy, but when you feel happy to be able to do that for your mom, the universe is watching you. And universe will somehow or other will give you the money one day for you to buy the car for the mom. How long? I won't know. It depends on your karma. It depends on how you do Ho'oponopono. So when you have the doubling money, don't be stingy. Don't try to pay loans and save. Don't do that. You can invest the money. No problem. But first, enjoy life. Please enjoy. Buy gold, buy a goldsmith shop if you want. Do things that makes you feel so good. Pay off your brother's loan, pay off your family members. Can you imagine you call up your uncle or you call up your elder brother and say, Anna, your car loan, I've settled fully. Anna, your housing loan, I've settled fully. You know how they'll feel? I even told this young girl yesterday when she called me, I said, if you got 1.6 million girl, because she's got a group of girlfriends, So I said, if you take your 10 girlfriends and you say, come, I'm going to take all of you on a cruise and I'll pay for everything. We go 1 month holiday together. How would your friends feel? She said, oh my God, I will be so excited. I said, exactly. Would your friends be? She said, yeah, they'll be so excited, Mr. Kati. I said, exactly. So think about it. What can you do? And you always need to know, today go 1.6 million. Don't be stingy. Oh my God. Because tomorrow 3.2 million. Okay. So coming back to this, you should approximately calculate to that amount. That means if 1.6 million, make sure you spend. Now, if you have extra, let's say you got 50,000 extra. I mean, you bought a house and it's 550 million, and you got another 50,000. Then take the 50,000 and say, okay, I'm going to put it for give it to an orphanage. Finish it off, lah. Why you want? I mean, $1, $2 is fine, but never exceed. Never ever exceed. Never ever exceed, because then you are creating an attitude of always overspending than what you have. Cannot. Must be always below. Try to finish to the end. Balance, put in your piggy bank. Balance, put in a savings account. Balance, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, donate it out. So do something like that. Be creative and say, okay, every time I got a balance, I'll put in a piggy bank and I'll give it away. At the end of the month, I'll have money, I'll give it away. And that's an attitude, yeah? Okay, next question by Sue. When can we stop writing? Okay, Sue, I've answered this question. Huh? You never stop writing. Because our goals keep changing, Sue. Our goals keep changing. So you continue writing until your goal is achieved. Then come up with a new goal. Life is all about, when do you stop eating? No, you don't stop eating. Do you stop going to work? No, you don't stop going to work. Why? Because it's an ongoing thing. Do you stop loving your children? You don't stop loving your children. Can. So affirmation is something you continue. Even if you are 70 years old, you still can have an affirmation to be healthy. You can still write an affirmation to do charity. So affirmation never stops, okay? The problem with a lot of us is that we tend to find this thing, I don't want to write anymore. Why must I write? Then don't write. Law of attraction is for you to have an amazing life. Amazing life. So 2 things I want to tell you today. Don't stinge on the writing part. Write. Number 2 is don't stinge on the Ho'oponopono part. Do. Don't do that. I will guarantee you, if you don't cleanse your karma, things will be bad for you. Yeah, I was talking to someone yesterday, and she said, Mr. Kati, I wrote my husband to write his name and do Ho'oponopono. But you know what? I just do a little bit. I don't feel. I said, don't do like that. I told her, I said, don't do that. Next life, he'll come back to you as your husband. Oh my God, I don't want. This life also, I don't like. I said, then do Ho'oponopono. So next life, he won't come. Because as long as you don't cleanse the karma will repeat itself. I repeat, as long as you don't cleanse the karma, like just now somebody texted me and said, I don't like my boss and I'm moving to another company. And I said, and she said, I'm very worried about him coming over. I said, write his name and do it. She said, I don't like to do that. I don't like to do for other people. I said, listen, if you don't cleanse your karma, he will come until the karma is cleansed. So please do continuously for an amazing life. We eat continuously, right? Sorry, I'm just being very particular because I think it's important for you not to be lazy. I think it's very important for you not to, you don't question a lot of things. But when it comes to this, you want to know how many days to ride, how long. So I feel you need to understand something. What I'm teaching you is going to give you an amazing life. So why do you calculate how many days must I ride? Should I ride? Continue? Why must I ride 16 times? I'm telling you, I've done research to tell you, you ride 16 times, it will happen. So please do that. I love you guys. Yeah, I love you all. I'm telling you this because I really feel that many of us are struggling in life because you want to find shortcut. There's no shortcut. Actually, writing affirmation, doing Ho'oponopono is a shortcut, but you have to do it. Apart from pigeons, what about sparrows with chirps in the morning? Listen, Shirley, a question about pigeons. As far as I know, pigeons are really good. Any other birds you see, if it's white in color, supposed to be good. Okay, but pigeons are the best. If you have sparrows, but sparrows are white in color, is fine. Eagles are also very good. Okay, especially with the white head. Very, very good. Eagles are actually very good. But my research says that pigeons are the best and always the best to show. I don't know why. This is based on research, based on what I've seen. Pigeons are said, because I don't want to give this, say, sparrows. Okay, then next person will ask me, what about miners? What about crows? What about, so listen, pigeons are the best. If you have sparrows, you see, when you have a bird chirping and you're hearing in the morning, that's very good news. You understand? When you any bird. So take it positively. Maybe God couldn't find a pigeon for you and send you a sparrow. Take it positively. Everything you see in life, take it positively. I always tell people, I said, if you fall down and hurt yourself, think about it. Thank God I just hurt my knee. I didn't break my head. So always look at things positively, because if you're doing Ho'oponopono, God will always guide you. Yeah. Next question by Gunasegaran. Doubling money, where I got to write, can I for it? If I forgot to write the expense. Okay. Gunasegaran, first of all, if you really couldn't write, no time, you forgot, fine. Next day, just take from that figure and go. Don't go back and write yesterday's one. Don't do that. That means, let's say today is 1.6 million. You forgot to write. So tomorrow you do 1.6 million and continue. Okay, do that. Right? But I'm not giving you permission to forget, because the moment you forget, let me ask you something. Would you like it if God forgets to give you money? Would you like it if a company forgets to give you a salary? So please do not forget. Do you forget to eat every day? No. Sorry, Aguna. I don't mean you, Laguna. I'm just saying as an example. Don't say things like that. if I forget? Why would you forget? I'm teaching you how to become so successful in life. Why would you forget? Why would you forget? Okay, let me continue and see. Hey, no more question. Good evening, good evening. Okay, what affirmation we have to write for 16 times? Okay, Vani, I have a program called Law of Attraction, Ultimate for 99 ringgit, which I actually go step by step and explain. But you don't need to go for 99 ringgit. On the 28th of May, I did a 2 hours talk, and I talked about Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono, where I talk about affirmations to write. Please go to YouTube, my YouTube channel, Karthikesu Sivalingam YouTube channel. The first video that comes up when you go into my YouTube channel to subscribe is this video, which is 90 minutes, which is the Law of Attraction and Ho'oponopono, which is 90 minutes. Please watch the video, because in the video I explain how to write affirmation. And of course, you can always text me the affirmation you want. I can correct it for you. Yeah. So please go and watch. Vigneswaran, is it compulsory for doing combination of erasing, put your hands for Ho'oponopono, or any one of it? Vigneswaran, good question. Either one of it. You can either do erasing or you put your hand on do it. A lot of your questions are related to my program and not the 14 tips. But fine, lad, since you're asking, I answer this question. So I always say, if you see any of my Ho'oponopono talks, I always say, you either put your hand and do, or you erase and do. The reason why I don't say you have to do, erasing is more powerful. Erasing and doing Ho'oponopono is very powerful. The reason I don't say this is because if your husband, you're writing your husband's name to do, or your wife's name to do, if you're erasing, your husband and wife see you erasing, you're going to be in trouble. I tell you, sure, fight one. Or you are going to, in office, you put your boss's name and you erase. Somebody complain to your boss, you're erasing the name, boss will think you're trying to get him to die or what. So normally I would say either or. So for example, if you are in your own space, your own place, and you can do erasing, you do erasing. Okay, but let's say if you go to the office or you're sitting in the car where you cannot erase, you don't have an eraser, just write the name, put your hand and do. So you can do either one of it. Okay, no issues. God, you see, I'm telling you again and again, universe of God is not going to be upset with you whether you erase or whether you don't erase, but you have to utter the 4 sentences. I love you, I'm sorry. That is key. You have to utter. The number of times you say it is more relevant than whether you put a hand or you erase it. But the reason why I say it is because it becomes focused. Like yesterday, somebody called me up and said, Mr. Karthi, I don't put my hand on top. I don't erase it, but I just say it. Is it okay? I said, no problem. No problem. I asked him, do you forget often? Yeah, sometimes I forget. You see? You understand or not? If you have this attitude, I eat whenever I want to eat, then chances are you'll skip meals a day. But if you are the type of person who will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the dot around, you will surely have meals 3 times a day. If you drink water and deliberate, you drink. But if you like, whenever I can, I tell you, you'll be dehydrated. I don't think you drink water. So very important for you to understand that. Make it a point for 3 times to 5 times a day, 3 times a day, be deliberate. Write the name, put your hand, or do erasing and do it. And then you can say whenever you want to say, because it's very powerful. Remember, I told you, the more number of times you say Ho'oponopono, better for you. Okay, Kavita. You mentioned pigeons coming to your house, and seeing pigeons is also an indication the angels are looking for you. What do you do if you see a dead pigeon or a dead animal within your house compound? Is that some form of indication? Okay, if you see a dead pigeon, and it means that the soul decided to be part of your life before it leaves. That's all. So it's a good sign. It's still a pigeon, but dying means the soul is probably from another life of your life, and the soul feels closer to you. Maybe the soul wants to be part of your life in the next life, so the pigeon dies in your compound. I'm not sure about other animals. You said that dead animals within your compound. I really cannot answer, because there are many theories about dead animals in your compound. But pigeons, yes. In fact, the other day, a wonderful lady, I don't know whether she's watching, I was talking on that day, I was talking about pigeons. That day, that morning, there's a pigeon that came to her house. And she was telling me, she took a picture and said, Mr. Karthi, there's a pigeon in my house. I said, oh, okay. She says the pigeon looks weak. I said, give it water and give it some food and see, okay. But about 2 hours later, she texted me and said, no, the pigeon has died. So I told her, don't worry, girl, nothing to worry, because pigeon is a good sign. That's number 1. Number 2, I say, probably it came to your place because the pigeon's soul is connected to you some or other. Don't know what it is. You see, the pigeons or animals will know your soul. They don't know you. They know the soul. You don't know the pigeon, but your soul will know that soul. So chances are the pigeon came to die in your area. Even the dogs or cats, maybe when they come and die in your area, maybe it's a connection of a soul connection. Nothing wrong. I mean, they are not doing any harm. They're nothing. So Take it easy. But pigeons have always been known to have that significance. Yeah. So don't take it as a bad indication. I always tell people, don't take it as a bad indication. And if you are doing Ho'oponopono, you are a good person, there's nothing will be bad indication for you. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? If you do Ho'oponopono, you're a good person, you do a lot of good things in life, there's a dead cat outside the house. Why must it be bad indication? Why? It doesn't have to be, right? You understand? I would think if you're a really bad person, don't do Ho'oponopono, don't do anything, and you got dead cat and dead birds and dead everywhere, then I'll say, oh my God, that's a signal lah. But if you're a good person, don't think negatively. Always very important. Whatever you water will bloom. Whatever you water, it will bloom. So if you water negative thoughts, it becomes all negative. If you water, so take things positively. You see the cat or dog, give it a burial if you can. Otherwise, just take it peacefully and say, God, and I'll say something like this. Like I remember, if you read Mahabharata, you read that Rama and Sita story and all. When Rama, he hunts a deer. When the deer, he kills a deer, and because they need food, because it was the jungle for so many years, he needed food, so he'll kill a deer. And when he kills a deer, he'll always go to the deer and he'll put his hand on top and said, please forgive me for taking your soul. I enrich your soul, and I want your soul to have a better life in the next life. I repeat, I'm so sorry I have to take your soul to feed my soul. I would like, feed my body. I'd like to, wish you a good journey or good life and a better life in the next life. So if you see a dead cat, just say a prayer. I'm so sorry, you are not alive anymore. Wherever you are going, your soul, I hope it'll be peace and I'll have a better life. So leave it at that. So don't think of everything negatively. Yeah. No more questions. Okay, Yasuda. Can I share doubling and accelerating with? Okay, good question. Yasuda, listen. Everything that I do, please share with people. The whole idea of whatever I'm asking you to do is please, 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 please share with people. Send them to the YouTube channel, ask them to subscribe my channel. Please share. See, whenever somebody else benefits from you, the blessings will come to you. I don't know whether you heard of the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is there's this belief, if a butterfly flips its wing in Brazil, there could be a typhoon in Japan. That's called a butterfly effect. I mean, something that happens somewhere else, as small as a butterfly flipping its wings, okay, will have a typhoon in Japan. That's how it's believed, how things are created. So when you share my videos, I know those of you in my WhatsApp group, I mean, not WhatsApp group, those who keep in touch, because I've given my phone numbers to so many people, and there are many people who keep in touch with me. Of course, many of you don't. But those of you keep in touch with me, every morning I will send, like this video today, I will normally tomorrow morning, I'll send you in a YouTube, right? Please share, please share, please share, please share. Because the more you share, the better for you, because their lives will change. You must remember, even if you don't do your Ho'oponopono, but if somebody's life improves, your karma will reduce. Your karma reduces by you deliberately saying, I love you, I'm sorry, and thank you, and good things you do. Good things you do in that. So this is a good thing, yeah, please do. I want to ask you regarding my eczema. I've been advised by you on people who might have negative vibes on me. Been doing that for a month and also changed to veggie. It's improved a bit, but my scalp is still scaly and it falls. Listen, Pona, your question about eczema, I cannot answer this question now because nothing to do with the 14 tips. Please get in touch with me. I do know that if you have any kind of ailment, any one of you on psoriasis or eczema or any illnesses, I always say that two things. One is physical, one is metaphysical. If it's metaphysical, then you must do Ho'oponopono because you want to cleanse your karma, because it's a evil eyes or negative energy, past life karma. Okay? But if it is physical, then you need to change your diet program. You need to go into vegetarian, cut down your milk, dairy products, cut down your chicken, whatever, in order for you to cleanse your body to make sure it is there. So I won't be able to answer this question. All I will tell you, since you say that you have been doing Ho'oponopono on the people that will send negative vibes and things are better, I would say increase it. Because if things are getting better, I mean there's some correction, right? I mean, if you are doing Ho'oponopono 3 times a day and you feel you are better, then increase it. Do 5 times a day, 10 times. I've got one young lady called Rita. She does 10 times a day. In fact, she told me, Mr. Karthi, I'm taking up as a challenge, Mr. Karthi. I'm going to do 10 times a day for the next 21 days, because I want to get into the habit. I love the attitude. And she doesn't complain. She doesn't say anything about things happening, not happening, nothing. She just said, no, I know Ho'oponopono is good. You said 3 times or 5 times, but I decided to do 10 times a day. And I'm going to do it. Have that attitude. You know why? When she does 10 times a day, you know the amount of karma you're clearing. Imagine the amount of karma you're clearing. Okay? Sedu, thank you so much. He says he appreciates me. Thank you, Sedu. Kavita, I heard bird chirping every morning. Good, Kavita, very good. Birds, anything. You see, what is bird chirping means? Bird chirping means birds are happy. If you hear good signs, birds are happy. What does it mean? Good for you. You are hearing good things. You see, every time you hear good news, you hear good things. You see the rainbow. You see sunset. You see a full moon. These are all good signs, and that would mean only good things for you. Okay, you see ants, you see animals, you see things are good. You see a cat and dog, being friendly. That's a good sign, right? Those are good. Yeah, very good. Okay. Dina, you're most welcome. She said, thank you, Anna, for spending the 14 days. Okay. Satya Murasan, thank you. Hi, Satya. Thank you. He says, I wrote it and it happened. That means Satya is an amazing guy. He runs his own college and is very successful. He's celebrating his 10-year anniversary of his college. Amazing guy. Now, he says here, I think many of you know Satya is from, Villudugal, from Vanaville. And now not anymore. He says, I wrote the affirmation and it happened to me. So that's a validation from somebody like Satya. I wrote my affirmation and it happened to me. So it works, yeah? Okay. Chitra Devi Balakrishnan. My question is, when we do practice double money practice, when should we stop? Chitra, I've told this before. Do it for until the 31 days. By the 31 days, I think you will have billions of dollars. And then you start again for 100 ringgit, because it is just an exercise for you to increase. You see, I'll tell you why, Chitra. I think I tell all of you, since all of you are doing the doubling. See, now all of you got 1.6 million or 3.2 million or 6.4 million already, right? And you are very excited and you're doing it, And at the end of it, and the end of the month finishes, and then you're going to start a new month, you're going to get 100 ringgit. But you know what? Your brain already knows what to buy already. You know why? Because for the whole of this month, you have to be exercising it. So next month, you'll become crazier. You'll become more deliberate. You'll become more excited. You'll think about different things to do. You'll think about building a temple, building a mosque, building a church. You'll think about sponsoring 1,000 students, So that's very, very good, because your thought processes of good things and better things will make your life better. So continue, never stop. So you said you'll go into trillions. No, Chitra, if you do until 31 days, you'll never go into trillions. It's only in billions. Please understand, do it for 30 days or 30 days. Go according to the month. If the month is 30 days, follow 30 days. If the month is 31 days, do 31 days. First of every month, start again with 100 ringgit. 100 ringgit, okay? Don't start with 1,000 ringgit, 2,000 ringgit, 100 ringgit. Oh, no more questions. Okay, any other questions from anyone? I'm not getting any more questions. If no questions, just say you're happy, you're good, or some positive things, so I know that you're happy about it, okay? If you're happy with so far what I've done. Like I want to tell you, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, with regards to affirmations and vision board or Ho'oponopono, please go to Karthigesu Sivalingam YouTube channel. Click on my YouTube channel and subscribe, and you will see all the videos. Watch the video I did on the 28th of May 2021. 28 to 2020, I can't remember the date. 28th of May 2021. Watch that video, which is 90 minutes. That is the video will explain everything with regards to the law of attraction part that you need to know. Now, if you want to go beyond, learn the 14 exercises I normally teach. I have 14 exercises that I teach. 7 exercises on deliberate attraction, 7 exercises on divine intervention. Then you must pay the 99 ringgit and join the program. And I repeat, the reason I'm not giving you 14, not these 14 exercises, this 14 tips is different. That 14 exercises is different. This 14 tips is just tips. That 14 exercise that I give in that program is different. If you want to go into that, some of it is there, not all of it. But if you go into that, the reason why I asked you to pay 99 ringgit is because I want commitment, number one. Like I've told before, 99 ringgit doesn't make you filthy thinking rich, okay? But I'm thankful for the money that you give. I thank God for the 99 ringgit you give me. But the thing is, when you go on the program, I give a lot of homework. Every module got homework. And 99 ringgit program has got 8 modules in Tamil, 8 modules in English. So you can choose which one you want to go. 99 ringgit for both. So you subscribe, you'll get both 8 modules in Tamil, 8 modules in English. You can decide what you want to listen to. You can listen to both if you want to. But I'll give homework, and when you follow the homework, you would achieve amazing success. That's the reason why I have a program. I want commitment. I want you to pay 99 ringgit and then do it. Even you see, I give an example, how people think when it's free. I started to give my tips on the 1st of June. Okay, I can monitor how many people watch based on my YouTube channel. On the 1st of, even if you look at this, today I've got 161 people watching me today. Okay, I will tell you this today. On the first day I did, I about 200 people watched me. On the first day, day 1. Day 2 was about 100 something. Day 3 was about 90 something. Day 4, on the 13th and 14th day, I had about 60, 70 people watching me. YouTube channel, on day 1, my video people have watched 1,700 times. But on the tip number 14, the number of people who watch is about 200 times. 200 people. You see, when it's free, people say, yeah, I can watch anytime. And they'll never watch. I'll watch later. They will never watch. So when you pay 99 ringgit, it's only 99, like, come on, man. Yeah, 99 ringgit, it's like, oh my God, I paid really well. I better. That's the only reason why I charge. For your information, for those of you who do not know, that particular 14 program, if I do classroom, is easily about 1,000 ringgit. I used to do one day. I used to charge 499, and I've charged 999 depending what I cover during the program, right? But it is easily between 500 to 9,000 ringgit if I do classroom. But because I'm doing online, it's only 99 ringgit. Anyway, I don't want to waste time trying to promote myself. Okay. Question. Thank you, Kavita. Love you. Okay. Okay, good. Wait, I'm just checking whether any more questions. Okay, what do we do with the entire books which has been finished for writing? Okay, good question, Ramesh. Let's see, in law of attraction or in anything, they don't say anything about what to do with the book. So if you write affirmations, every day. You do it for like what I do. I'll normally keep all my affirmation books for about 3 months to 6 months. Then I dispose it off. People ask me, what do I do, Mr. Kati? Do I throw into the river? No, I just throw into a rubbish dump. There's no significance. You see, God is not going to punish you. This is nothing religious. This is nothing. It's nothing religious, nothing. It's just you are writing an affirmation to send signal to God what you want, right? But so you keep it low, maybe 3 months, because sometimes it's good to go back and see what you have written. Okay, you can keep for the months you want. That's up to you. But if you feel that it's piling up too many, then you can dispose it off. No rules about if I burn it, if I throw it, and God is going to punish me. Listen, if God is going to punish you for burning this, come on, then what kind of God are you praying? Please don't think like that. I will tell you today something. God, universe, angels, they're always there to ready to help you. They're not picking and choosing. But you need to know how to connect with them. You need to know how to align with them. The only way you can align is to be a good human being, good soul. Be good soul. I was talking to a lady this morning and she said, my mother, my father. I said, listen, I don't care what your mother and father have done. Your mother carried you for 9 months. You might not like her. Maybe she's not a good mother. Maybe she's a devil. But let me tell you something. She carried you for 9 months. So for that purpose, do Ho'oponopono and respect her. Mada, Pida, Guru, Devam. Mada, Pida. Father, mother, their blessings very important. So please remember that. So similarly, God will only look at those kind of things. What are you doing? Are you respectful enough? If you dispose the book, there's no effect. Don't worry about it. Okay. Feel grateful that. Okay. Thank you so much, Jaya. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Uma. Okay. Thank you, guys. Kavita. Thank you, Charlene. All these people are saying very good, very good. Thank you, Morgan. Morgan, thank you, Morgan, for the video you shared about Mr. Bean yesterday, which I shared with a lot of you in my Facebook. Very good video. Thank you, Sarojini. Thank you, everybody. Wait, I'm looking for questions. I'm glad I joined the session. Okay, Gloria's got a question. Okay, when I'm doing forgiveness prayer, it feels like I'm not genuine when I say I forgive those who hurt me, because I'm still working on forgiving some people. I'm doing. I'm doing Ho'oponopono for these people. I want to forgive. Okay, Gloria, I think you got it all wrong, Gloria. I think you got it all wrong. I want to tell you this. Where did I give forgiveness affirmation? Forgiveness affirmation was tip number 10. On day 10, I gave you a tip. I said, please say, I would like to ask forgiveness from all those people I intentionally or unintentionally, directly or indirectly offended them today. That is for that particular day, as you're going through your life, if you have upset anybody, either through a phone call, through your driving, through your activity for the day, ask forgiveness before you go to sleep. That's what that is all about. Ho'oponopono, when you put somebody's name and you put your hand and doing it, that is cleansing your karma. It's two different things. So don't get confused. Don't get confused. That's one. The other thing I want to tell you something. If you say here, I'm still working on forgiving. Listen, please remember this, Gloria. As long as you cannot forgive wholeheartedly, it's not going to work. Don't say I'm working on it. Please Forgive and let God decide. There's a saying, they say, if God can forgive, who are you not to forgive? So please forgive. If you say, I forgive, I cannot forget, that means not finished. You forgive and let go. Let God take care. You must always remember something, law of cause and effect. Deepak Chopra talks about it, law of cause and effect, talks about law of karma. Everybody will pay for their sins. Everybody. You might not see it, you cannot see it, you don't know when it will happen, it will happen. You must believe. That's the fundamental thing about God. That's the fundamental thing. You must remember the universe or God knows what's happening. And therefore, people don't come and tell me, Mr. Kati, how come these politicians are doing so well, nothing happened? How do you know? How do you know? UKM did a research and found out that, many years ago, not now, that many politicians have got special children. You know, children with either mental disorder or disability. You know, many politicians. I don't know where they did the research, but I remember in 1994, 95, I read an article, and it was said that this university did this article. And you know, many of this what do you call it? People who took bribe. Obviously, you don't see it. You look at them and driving a big car, big house, but you don't know what they're going through in life. For me, I'm not here to judge anybody. I only know that if I'm a good person, God will take care of me. That's it. I don't judge anybody else. So again, coming back to you guys, please just don't be a good person first, before you start asking a question to God. Who is that? Where to subscribe to 99? I've put in many times. If you go to Facebook, you scroll down, you'll see my posters. Today, after this, I'll put it in my story in Facebook. The posters. I will tell you to send a message to the particular number, and I'll tell you what is the. Yeah, Purnima Jaya said WhatsApp. Yeah, maybe one of you can just put down my phone number in the chat group. Any one of you who knows my number, can you just one person just put down? Purnima, since you say can WhatsApp, put the phone number, Purnima, so that. So somebody will put down my phone number. So you just WhatsApp me and the phone number and say you want to know more about my 99 ringgit program. Sujata, thank you. Open Owner is the best. Yogeshwari, thank you so much, Yogeshwari. Recently, I dreamt about few new people and I took it as an answer. Very good. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Imran. Imran from Singapore. Okay, you're the best, Dr. Kathy. Thank you. Okay, any more questions? Okay, Arul Devi has got a question. Being a good soul, when people hurt us, we accept as our fault. But is it a sin to seek justice for their hurtful action, wishing that God makes them realize the mistake? Okay, good question. Very, 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 very good question. Okay, Arul Devi, being a good soul, so when people hurt us, we accept as fault. Now, I want you to understand this. When people hurt you, you must always think, not accepted, you must always think it must be some karma. If they hurt you, it must be either from a past life karma. So therefore, you write their name and do Ho'oponopono. Is that clear or not? Now, if you want to hurt them back, then the karma will never end. Because then, when you hurt them, it will come back to you again. I repeat, whenever you hurt, it will come back to you again. So it's always a boomerang. You send negative, it will come back negative. So if somebody hurts you, you need to understand, if you have not hurt them from the past life, you have no, because you don't know what you did in your past life, right? So you must accept the fact maybe it was from a past life. But assuming you've been a very, very good soul, you've never harmed a person, and this person harms you in this life, that would mean that in the next life, they will get hurt, something will happen to them because God is watching. So your job is just to do Ho'oponopono and let God take care. I'm telling you today, if you go around, start telling, God, like, sometimes people tell me, Mr. Kati, no, say, God, I'll forgive this person, but you know what, I really want, I can't stand this guy, I really want to forgive this guy, but can you push him from the top of the KLCC, so he fall down, I can't even see his face, my God. Listen, you don't go give instructions to God, like that. You just do Ho'oponopono and you must believe. Because you see, the fundamental thing about God is laws. If you give instruction, if you don't believe, God is fair. If you believe in universe, that's why I say, please go and read Deepak Chopra's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And he talks about law of cause and effect, he talks about law of karma. And in both the laws, law of karma and law of cause and effect, he says that the universe works in a yin and yang. The universe works on a boomerang. Anything you do will come back to you. So I know when somebody hurts you, it's very, you feel, oh, why did they do this to me? How can they? I have no answers. I've been hurt many times by many people. I know I've lost businesses. I also don't know. I just believe that, okay, I just do my Ho'oponopono. I'm alive. I live in Malaysia. I have food. I have a roof over my head. I wear clothes. I'm better off than many other people. I'll continue to do my Ho'oponopono. And I know if I just do that, my next life is going to be an amazing life. And for the Indians, we always talk about your Purva Janmam, Jiva Janmam, Punar Janmam. Purva Janmam is past life. Jiva Janmam is this life. Punar Janmam is next life. This life is always a preparation for the next life. So you need to do good this life so the next life will be a better life. That's what I believe, yeah? And that's why I teach Ho'oponopono. Okay? Now, again, Arul Devi, your question says, is it okay to wish that God will make them realize the mistake? That is not your job. That is not your job. You do Ho'oponopono, God can decide to do what you want to do with them. You cannot decide. You cannot tell God. You cannot give. If God feels they should realize the mistake, see, I give an example. Since you asked this question, it's a very, very profound thing, because I was in India many years ago, and I was in an auto. Auto is just, auto, three-wheel taxi. So I was in an auto, and the next to me was this guy in Chennai. This guy was in a bullock cart, and he was hitting this bull, he was hitting this bull, and it's a white color bull, and it was bleeding. It was, he was hitting the bull, it was bleeding, and it was going in. And he was hitting him. And I asked the auto driver, I said, come on, man, cows and bull, they're so sacred, because in the Hindu religion, they're very sacred, How can he do this, How can he hit the bull like that until he's bleeding, And this is why the auto driver said, sir, this is why I said, sir, for all you know, in the past life, the man who was hitting was the bull, and the bull was the rider. And the last life, the man got beaten so much as a bull. So in this life is the revenge time. It is the other way around, paying for his sins and karma. And I said, oh my God, okay. So karma will come back. You do bad, bad will come back. You do good, good will come back. So my thinking is just do good. Do lots of good. And if you have no heart to do good, just write the name and do Ho'oponopono and leave it to God. Okay. Rajesh, thank you, Anne, for the session we're doing. Okay, Rajesh is saying, I've done the 9-9 program. It is absolutely wonderful and helped so much as a better person. Truly a great program. I've seen so much benefit. Thank you so much, Rajesh. Really appreciate it. Rajiv, my question about forgiveness prayer. But Rajiv is from India. Hi, Rajiv. He's from Kerala, actually. He is the only one who has translated the forgiveness prayer in Malayalam. He texted me and said, Mr. Karthi, you only teach in Tamil and English, right? I've done it in Malayalam. Anyway, I'm doing well before going to bed. Same as a prayer. We can get as a prayer for the morning. Okay, wait, sorry, Rajiv, I lost it. My question about forgiveness. I am doing well before going to bed, and same as the prayer, we get a prayer. Rajiv, I don't understand your question, Rajiv. I'm doing well before going to bed, as well, and same as the prayer. Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can do it in the morning and do it at night. That's fine with me. But the thing is worded in such a way that I want to ask forgiveness for all those I've heard for the day. That's why I said do it before you go to sleep. But you can maybe tweak it a little bit when you read in the morning. Maybe in the morning you can say something like, God, give me the courage to have an amazing life. I would like to, I forgive anybody who will come across me in my life today to hurt me. I forgive them if they hurt me. Something like that, Rajiv? But in the morning, it's always about asking for an amazing day, And going to sleep will always be asking for forgiveness for whatever happened throughout the life, yeah? Arasan Andre Kolwan Devam Nindra. Andre Kolwan. Okay. All right. Thanks, Morgan. Madhyal again. Mali again. Okay. Is that correct? I love you. I thank you. I'm sorry. Is this affirmation upside down? Okay. Good question, Madhi. Okay. I want to tell you, when I teach Ho'oponopono, I always say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Because that's how I learned it. I've done a lot of research on it. And I like the sequence because I love you. I'm sorry. Please thank you means, God, I love you. So you always start by saying, God, I love you. Then you say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me whatever I've done. Then you say, God, thank you for blessing me. So I like the order. If you really go and search in the internet, or you look at, you Google, actually you can see the fourth sentence upside down. Some places different. There's no right and wrong. There's no rule. According to Dr. Hugh Len, who introduced Ho'oponopono to the world, he says it doesn't matter. God is not going to be upset with you because you change the sequence where you start with I'm sorry first, or I start with thank you first. No such thing. I love you, I'm sorry, please thank you, because I love the sequence and I feel I'm so connected to God, and that's why I teach you that sequence. Madhi, I rather you do it in any sequence than not do it at all. Understand my concept? Because important you do it. That is the important thing. So it doesn't matter what sequence, but the reason why I do the sequence I teach you, because it makes me very happy. God, I love you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So I love that sequence. Okay, that's the reason why I do that way. Chintamani, thank you, Chinta. Oh, so many people have put my phone number there. Okay. Question by Jay Prakash. I started doubling money on 14/6. Is it okay? Yes, please, please. So what do you do, Jay Prakash? Since you start on 14 June, you continue until 14 July, so 30 days. Then you start again on 15 July, then you go until 15 August. So do it 30 day, 30 day, 30 day period. Very good. I'm glad you started. Don't start from 1st July. Do 30 days from the day you started, Jay Prakash. You start on 14 June, just continue until 14 July, because it's very important to go for 30 days. I didn't do the double money extra. Can I start now? Yes, Sivamalan, if you start today is the 16th. Yeah, sorry, same question. I mean, oh no, that's 14 June. So today is 16th, Sivamalan. If you start today, you do it until the 15th of July. Then you start on 16th of July, go. So 30-day period. When we do Ho'oponopono, do we need to visualize the person, animal when we place the hand? Okay. No need. Lina, Lina. Ho'oponopono is you write the person's name, you put your hand and do. You don't visualize the person at all. You are speaking to God. You're not speaking to the person. Do not visualize the person. You don't like your boss. You don't like your spouse. You don't like this guy. You write down his name. You put your hand. Why must you visualize him? Already you're saying, first of all, you're saying, dear God, I love you. Sometimes people text me and say, Mr. Kati, I don't like this guy. Why must I say, I love you? I'm sorry. Please. I don't like the guy. First of all, you're not telling him. You're telling to God. You're saying, God, I love you. So you're telling to God, not to the guy. So please tell to God and don't visualize. Don't even think about a person. Don't do that. When you tell God, you're giving God permission to go and help you. You don't communicate with the soul directly because your soul and his soul is not connected yet. You are angry with him. Your soul will be angry with him. His soul will be angry with you. Don't do that. That's the reason why you say, dear God, so that God will come and help you to patch it up. That God is the mediator here between the two souls. The two souls are upset. You and your spouse, for example, you are angry with your spouse or ex-husband or ex-wife, angry with them. But you must remember something. If you don't do Ho'oponopono, next life, they'll come back as your spouse again. And you don't want that because you don't really like them. So what do? You write your spouse's name, you put your hand and say, dear God, I love you. So when you do this, God will go and tell the soul, okay, listen, I know that person is asking for forgiveness, let go. And the soul will let go. When you let go, next life, they won't come into your life anymore. So you do that. Same thing with animals. Okay, you put the animals. You see, animals are very easy. Animals, like I have a dog and a lot of people have got dogs and cats. Yeah. When you're holding the animal, you can do I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. Because animals are not harmful. They don't harm you. So you do it just because, like whenever I carry my dog, I'll just hold my dog and I'll say, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. His name is Milo. I say, Milo, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. So you can do that. Any animal. In fact, when people are sick, like my mother was bedridden for 6 years. When she was bedridden, whenever I go, sometimes she recognizes me, sometimes I don't recognize. So what I will do, I'll hold her hand. Everybody think I'm just holding and sitting, but I hold her hand. I will be in my heart. God, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. I keep saying that because I want my soul to be cleansed together with her soul so that it's connected. Okay, so you can do that. Raja Pillai, nobody can hurt you without your consent. Exactly, Raja. No one can hurt you without a consent. Actually, nobody can hurt you. Okay, if somebody hurts you because you have given them permission to hurt you, I know very difficult to understand the concept, but we always say that nobody can hurt you unless give them permission. It's like when you're angry with somebody, like there's no Arul Devi's question. When I'm angry with, I think there's the thing you need to know when you're angry with somebody is like you drinking poison hoping they will die. When you're angry with somebody, it's like you drinking poison, hoping they will die. Now, who will die? The person who's drinking the poison, correct or not? So when you're angry, so let go, because that's why people get cancer, because of stress, because of anger. Susila, thank you for teaching. Susila, thank you for all the Thosai Italy and everything that you do every day, Susila. She's an amazing cook, Susila. She offers food for the place where I stay. A lot of us order good food from her. Thank you, Susilaka. Is doing Ho'oponopono considered as a meditation? Okay, meditation. Pungodi, yeah? Pungodi, let me tell you what is meditation. Meditation is when you're focused on something. So when you watch Vijay movie, you're like watching Vijay movie, you are already in meditative state because you are into the movie again. So anything that you think and focus, so if you're thinking of somebody negatively, like, oh, I hate this guy, and you focus, that's also meditation. Many of you think meditation means you're connecting with God. No. Anything that you focus for the longest of time is meditation. But what I'm saying is meditate on good things. So when you do Ho'oponopono and deliberately like, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love, yeah, it becomes a meditation because you are meditating. I don't want to say yes or no to this question because people misunderstand that meditation is you must sit with your you must sit, with your cross leg, and and then that's meditation. No. Meditation is anytime you can quiet. You can go and check with all the Buddhist priests and all that, Buddhist monks and all that. You can go and check them. They always say meditation is when your mind is focused on one thing only. So, for example, when you segment intending, one of the tips I give, segment intending, if you take the food and you're focused on the food, every morsel, as you eat the rice, as you eat the veggie, you're focused, that's meditation, because you're focused. That is focus. That is meditation. So meditation is not about God. Okay. Thank you, Akka. Sushil Akka says, I see amazing results because of Ho'oponopono. Ramesh Balan, thank you very much, Etta, for the 99 Ringgit program. Okay, Ramesh Balan is one of those who benefited a lot. In fact, he's had a health issue. He's totally cured after he went through my program and did a lot of Ho'oponopono. So very happy for him. Jay Prakash, already answered the question, Jay Prakash. Kavita, my animals have been very sick. I thought they were dying. Then I petted them, and Kavita has got a story to tell. She gets a lot of dogs, and then she's saying there. She's one of those who have been following my program since last year. She says, my animals were very sick. I petted them and chanted Ho'oponopono. Miraculously, they've recovered within 2 days, really. Before, I used panic and I would rush to the vet. But with the lockdown, I just realized Ho'oponopono, just chanted 20 times each time, 3 times a day. Ho'oponopono is very powerful. Even my son chants it. Yeah. Her dog, she has told me one particular dog, she says, like, anything could happen. But actually, the dog survived after that. She's doing, yeah. Devi, thank you. I often pray and forgive and forget, giving them benefit. Yeah, exactly, Devi. Yeah. Just forgive and forget. Let go. Let God take care. You know what is the biggest revenge? I'm telling you today, the biggest revenge is let God take care, not you take care. Because you take care, you're still not doing the right thing. But when God comes in, abyss. So let God take care. You just do your Ho'oponopono. Mahendra Kumar, I'm doing Ho'oponopono 1404. Wow. Okay. Times every day and morning and 600 times a day. I feel peaceful. I don't get caught into the problems, and I believe Ho'oponopono. Very good. Thank you, Mahendra Kumar. You see, if you really, and I know Mahendra Kumar. Mahendra Kumar is in the beginning stages. He had these questions about how many times I do, should I do, and now he's telling me I'm doing 1,404 times every day, 648 in the morning. I'm so amazed, Mahendra. I'm so amazed. I'm really, really amazed that you're doing this, because you give so much of peace when you do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish already. Yeah, another 3 minutes, because I want to finish off. Yes, 99 program is a superb, awesome program to change. Now I'm joining in the program 2. Yeah, I got 2 programs. Program 1 is only on law of attraction, 8 modules. 1 module is on Ho'oponopono, but I also teach other modules about divine intervention. Okay, other things like how do you connect with God? I also teach it, but 2 modules about how to connect with God. One is holding of Ho'oponopono. But once you've gone through program 1, you will really feel very fascinated about Ho'oponopono. Then I have program 2, which is 4 modules only on Ho'oponopono. When you do program 2, see, program 2, there are a lot of other things. See, now just doing the Ho'oponopono 4 phrases, many of you are very confused. Can you imagine if I teach you too many things? Which is why I teach in program 2. Program 2, for example, I don't know, maybe I'll give one tip to all of you here. In program 2, I'll teach you something. If you got financial problems, I repeat, if you have financial problems, you need to drink orange juice, fresh orange juice every day. When you drink fresh orange juice every day, that orange juice has got the significance of cleansing any negative thought about money inside your brain, any in your subconscious mind, anything to do with money, you will cleanse it. That is how it is mentioned. Because like I told you, I did when I was wanted to do my doctorate, I did a lot of research, and this is one thing I found out. And I've taught this to a lot of people. Now, this I teach in program 2. And the reason why I teach on many other food stuff. I teach about hot chocolate, I teach M&M chocolates, I teach a lot of things. But you need to come to program to understand, for you to go through because I also teach other things like how to cleanse the karma in your house. How to use a pencil to cleanse the karma. I teach all that. But the reason why I'm teaching in the program is because I want you to pay the 99, come and be committed to say, I want to learn. Then you learn all that. Okay? Because even the putting hand and doing also, many people go complain already. So I don't want to go and teach. Then everybody will only do this. They won't put a hand and drink orange juice every day. No. The first thing you must do is put your hand and do Ho'oponopono. Only then you go to the rest. Okay, I'm going to finish off. Pantang 5 ringgit. I'm currently in Indonesia, so I'm using 25. Yep, sure, no problem. Alejandro is just an attitude, Alejandro. It's just an attitude. He said, I'm in Indonesia, so I'm using 20,000 rupees. No problem. If you're in US, use $5 US. If you're in India, you have used a 500 rupee bill, whatever, it doesn't matter. But try to find a bill that is very difficult to get. Like 5 ringgit is very not easy to get, See, 1 ringgit very easy, 10 ringgit very easy. But 5 ringgit once in a while, like that. I used to say 2 ringgit, but nowadays, 2 ringgit very difficult to find already. So don't do it. 20 ringgit is a bit too much. So 5 ringgit is just good. Okay. Brother, is it okay to do erasing while watching TV? Yeah, you can do erasing anytime as long as you are erasing and you are saying, important thing, Vijaya, it's not about erasing and while watching TV or erasing. Important thing is, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. You must say that under any time. That is the most important one. Sharon, although I am yet to realize my dream as a Hindi movie singer, but I'm able to sing in all virtual platform all over the world. Everybody goes through the process, Sharon. You see, now all over the world, people know who is Charan Guzar, isn't it? See, I mentioned your name a few times. All of you go and check him out. Charan Guzar, amazing singer. He does live shows on a lot of old Hindi songs. Brilliant. Okay, you can watch him. Okay. Okay, everyone, it's 8:30. I'm going to finish at a day. How to get rid of COVID? You can't get rid of COVID, Shamila Devi. Just do your Ho'oponopono. Okay, just put your hand on top and do Ho'oponopono. According to my take on it, the last case of COVID will be on until September 2023. Okay, after that is no more already. But you need to go through the process. Why I tell you this, don't ask me. I just need you to know that if you do Ho'oponopono, God will take care of you. Like sometimes people call me and say, Mr. Katti, I've been doing Ho'oponopono for 2-3 weeks already. How come I don't see anything happening? So I will ask them. I say, oh, yes. I say, have you got COVID positive or not? No, Mr. Katti. Then that means Ho'oponopono working everywhere because you naturally get COVID positive. That means Ho'oponopono is already protecting you. So Shamila, you cannot get rid of COVID in the world. That is nothing to do with you. It's consciousness. It is everybody's consciousness. But what I do know is, if you write your name and you do Ho'oponopono, you and your family will be taken care of. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Okay, guys. So maybe put up some love sign, thumbs up sign, because I'm finishing up today. I will come back to you about what I plan to do, because I still I'm working on it, because my timing is such that it's very difficult to commit a time, do something. So I'm going to leave it at this today. Thank you for joining me the last 14 days. Now this is all in YouTube. This particular video, I'm going to convert it shortly and put in YouTube. And I will also send it to all those people who have been in my WhatsApp group or in my WhatsApp broadcast list. So if you text me, I'll also send you the thing. I just want you to know that I'm always available. You can always text me. You can always ask me questions. I'm always there to guide you, because I always believe that, you know what, helping people only helps me and my family and blesses me. And when you know this and you teach other people, it blesses a lot of other people as well. So with that, thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for spending 1 hour with me today. May God bless all of you. Be safe. Okay. Take care of yourself, everyone. Okay. I hope to see you soon. After MCO is over, I intend to do a classroom program in Penang and classroom program in Ipoh, classroom program in JB as well. So I will be coming to JB, Penang, and Ipoh and do one-day programs. And if I'm coming, if I'm doing that, then I will inform you. So please come and join me. I would like to meet you face to face. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye-bye.